Rideshare app Lyft is launching a new feature aimed at helping kids get to school. The company says the new feature will allow students aged 13 to 17 to request their own rides and get drivers that meet safety requirements. Lyft CEO David Richer is here to tell us more about that. Hi, David. Thanks for coming on. So you say this idea. Oh, it's great to have you. So you actually say this came from your own experience. You had the same problem so many parents have. Your teens need to get to all these different places, and it can be hard to keep up. So talk to me about how this idea was born and how you took that and turned it into Lyft Teen.
So, I mean, look, it was born from my kids. It's probably born from everyone's kids on this show. Our lives are busy, and teens want independence, right? So what do? Well, we put them in a rideshare, but we wanted to create a product that was really safe, really easy to use, and frankly, really affordable, so the parents can get their kids where they want to go and the kids can kind of go out and live their best lives.
You say that Lyft Teen will put safety first. How? How is this different from Lyft's regular service?
Yeah, so a bunch of safety features built right in. So the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to get a text as a parent from the driver saying, my name is so-and-so, I'm going to be the one picking up your teen. And of course, you can communicate back and forth that way. Second of all, your teen's going to get in the car, but they're going to have to enter a PIN to make sure that it's the right car. Third of all, you're going to have things like audio recording and one-touch ADT access and live tracking for your teen. So if you want to, you know exactly where your teen is when they're getting in the car and when they're getting out of the car. And of course, these are drivers that we've subjected to the absolute highest standards. So you put it all together, and it's a really safe way for your teen to get around.
Can an adult use these too? If I want my husband, for example, to get a message when I'm getting in a Lyft, can I do that?
You can. You just have to sign him up for a teen account. It's fine. I'm sure your husband's probably only about 18 years old as well. So
no, I'm saying for me, for example, right? I mean, I'm a woman. I'm 5'3". Sometimes, you can have some safety concerns, especially if you're traveling at night. So could you use this as a measure to make adult travel more safe too?
You actually can. So it turns out a lot of the features we've built for teens are features that are available to anyone. We turn them on automatically for teens, like this PIN matching or the tracking, but for sure, 100%. And a lot of people feel exactly that way. In fact, I actually use the PIN matching myself.
So what do you say to parents who are skeptical still of letting their kids use this service?
I mean, look, I think it's normal for parents to be concerned about, the modern world, right? That's probably been going on forever. But I think if you look around and you see what's happening, you're actually seeing many more parents say the opposite. They're saying, I want options like this. I've got multiple things going on in my life, and my kid has a lot going on in their life, and I want a safe and affordable way to make sure that my teen can get wherever they want to go. This is sort of the world we've grown up in, and sometimes I think back, a million years ago when I was a kid, getting a driver's license, that was independence, and of course that caused my parents stress. Now it's a different sort of thing. It's not so much getting my driver's license, it's getting out in the world and letting someone else do the driving, frankly, so I as a teen can text and do whatever it is I want to do. I think a lot of parents kind of understand that's the world we live in today.
You say self-driving cars are going to make streets safer for everyone who shares the road. How do you see that working, and when do you see that becoming the norm?
Yeah, so self-driving cars are for sure coming. They'll come, little by little, city by city, kind of small. But over time, you'll see a lot of cars driving themselves around. They tend to be quite safe, right? Because not only do they know the rules, they follow the rules. And they're just a really interesting experience. So for a rideshare platform like Lyft, our job is to bring them onto the platform step by step in a very sort of safe and measured way. Over time, I think you'll actually see, teens getting in self-driving cars just like they get in regular cars. That'll be their future.
And David, in the meantime, what are you looking ahead to next for Lyft?
A lot of our thought is, of course, how do we stay customer obsessed? That's our main focus, always. How do we innovate for riders and drivers like we've done for Lyft Teen? How do you bring on self-driving cars, as you just said? And then last year, we bought a company overseas, Free Now, and so you'll hear us talk a lot about international expansion. It's a great company. I've been in the job for almost 3 years now. I jump out of bed every single morning, so many opportunities ahead of us.
All right, Lyft CEO David Richer, we appreciate your time today. Thank you.